Good morning. Today is the 11th of August and this is part 3 of a Slightly Shambolic Shuffle around the enormous Cranleigh Lions Classic Car Show here in Surrey. I do apologise in advance if I get things wrong, which has happened an awful lot so far today already, even though we're only on part 3. And also we don't talk about diesels on this channel because the Mayor of London says we can't, and neither do his friends around the country. So there we go. Yes, quite. Anyway, Vauxhall Chevette, facelifted one, 1980 I think, on a V. I wonder if this has got like a different engine in it or something. But the gearbox looks original to me, the 4-speed most of these came with. This is the Chevette L, so maybe it's just got the 1256cc overhead valve engine in it. Who knows? Then we've got another two-door Mark 1 Escort, 600 GT. It's going up in value, of course, as I'm walking around it. Very nice. Facelifted one, that actually. And then the Bauer convertible of the E30 BMW 3 Series. The full convertible didn't come out until a little bit later than this. That's an early one, so sort of 84, 85. I've driven that to an 84 320i, which was just fun. They're very nice cars to drive, an E30 BMW. Then the so-called Clown Shoe, the BMW M Coupe, which is based on the Z3. We only got the M version of it in this country. In other countries you get other engines too. Obviously that plate is completely unrelated to the year of the car. It'd be about 2000 or something like that, I think. And very, very nice. 1978-79 Triumph Dolomite Sprint in, I think, mostly yellow. Very, very nice views. This is the absolute sort of business, isn't it? This is a superb car. I love Dolomite Sprint. I couldn't afford a Sprint back in the day when I was young, so I bought a 1500 SE instead, which was sort of like it, but not quite. So, more MGB action, because we need more MGBs. 72-73 on L, this one. And then a Sprinzel Tribute Mini Cooper. This car is from the 1990s, but it is made to look a lot older than that. Little wheels, and then the rear lights have been changed for Mark 1 rear lights and things like that. There were some badges. Lots of wood in there actually in the interior. Mark 2 Zodiac. I can't remember if this is a high or low line, don't ask me. Quite a few of these actually here today. Why is that alarm going off here? I'm nowhere near it. Ooh, a Maserati. To look at the rear lights and maybe that'll tell me exactly what model this is. I'm very bad at Maserati views, I'm afraid. I do apologise. Oh, it's the hockey stick rear lights, so that is, oh dear, the 3000 GT, I don't know. E36 BMW 3 Series 316i, so the absolute lowest specification available in 1994-1995. It still looks good. Another two-door Escort. This is an early one, isn't it? This is with the proper dog-bone grill and things. Yes, the Escort Super. I wonder how super the specification was. Someone's very wisely put a steering wheel lock on that. Yeah, definitely the sort of very early kind of rear lights on that, with your separate reversing ones. MG Midget, this one I think I followed into the event actually. 1976-77 on an R. I think the bumpers have been changed, or maybe it's a late registration, because I'm not sure that actually looks like a 1500 one. Answer the comment section below. 72-73 Triumph Stag. This is a Mark II, judging by the interior light, because they changed the interior lights for all the Mark IIs. They're actually quite difficult to tell apart, other than that. And then we have this enormous thing here, which has probably got an engine that we can't talk about, so we'll continue. 69-70 Mini Clubman's to be one of the first ones, won't it? The very first ones, when the Mark III came out, the Clubman was launched in '69. And then a 1947 Wolseley 1450. I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. It's a nice looking car, and oh yes, a very, very nice beige leather interior with wood. I like it already, despite never having seen one before, I don't think. some sort of Chevy pickup, be from the don't know, 50s perhaps. Another Cobra replica, don't know which one that is. We've got a couple of these Chevy pickups, two Silverados, two seat Silverados. That presumably is like a 73, something like that. This one a bit later, 77 on an S, 78 perhaps. I think they call these the step side, don't they? The style of that. And an MGA 1600, one of the later MGAs. So they changed from the 1.5 to 1.6 engine, I think about 1961 from memory. And then another PA Vauxhall. I presume this is a Cresta. I think this is the sort of other type, which has got the one-piece rear screen and the indicators right up there. So many PA Vauxhalls here today. MGB, 1967-68. Sorry, MGC, I do apologise. If you look at the bulge in the bonnet, this is an MGC. Another Mark IIS, from Mark 1S got 2 door. This one says Mexico on it. I'm not going to argue whether that's original Mexico or not. There's no point in me arguing. Then a Triumph Herald 1200 convertible, 1966. This Herald I drove was a 1360 convertible, so that's a little less powerful, but still very attractive. 1980 to 81 MGB. Someone's changed the bumpers on that. It's not having me rant about that too much because I will get a bit annoyed if I do. Porsche 928 Series 4. Obviously automatic, as most of them were. Like sort of 1990, something like that. And then we've got 75, 76 minivan. Still looks very much like a Mark 1, even though this is from the mid-70s. You can tell straight away by the steering wheel that it's from the mid-70s, but they just didn't bother changing it. They didn't see the point in changing it to the sort of Mark 3, Mark 4 specification at the time, and they continued to look like this until the end of production in 1982. Then Land Rover here looks like a the instruments to see whether this is a Series 2A. Yeah, Series 2A. With the headlamps that have been bored of the wings. 1963 Ford Consul Capri. That is very, very attractive. They are lovely, lovely cars. It's just a shame they never made a lot of money really for Ford of Britain. So they discontinued them after 3 years. 1968-69 Volkswagen Beetle convertible. I'm assuming that they made the convertible Beetle at this time, or someone's actually made that themselves. I don't know. I don't know anything about them to be able to say. More Fuchs alloy wheels. Oh yes, a BMW 3-litre CSL with Alpina wheels. Very, very nice, viewers. And pillarless too. Yes, these are worth a lot of money now, these 3-litre CSLs. Tasty, tasty car. 73, 74 on an M. And then Rusty, hello Rusty, Wolseley Hornet Mark III, 1967-68. Then one of these, I think they call them the T25 these are called, I can't remember now, something like that. 87-88 on an E. South Dakota. Is it left-hand drive this? Isn't it? So what's going on with that back end? Who knows? The Nissan we won't be able to talk about. So let's have a look instead at the for sale sign on the front of here. Call 337-455. As Mr. Bill from the Fuel Pie channel says, this could be yours. Land Rover County. This will be sort of from the mid-80s, won't it? I hope this has a V8 petrol in it. It does, yes. It's one of the very few of these we'll be able to talk about, because the rest of them we can't. Thank you, Mayor of London, and your ridiculous ultra-low emission zone that inspired everyone to sort of hate cars we don't talk about, because you don't talk about them, you hate them. Bombug 1970. Oh, 700E or 700ES. I wonder what the difference between 700ES and 700E is. Answer in the comment section below. MGTD, I think this is be about 1950. Then I have seen this before. This 63. I think it's a like a Ford Consul, but it's been heavily modified to make it into this coupe. But I don't think it's an official thing. It's nice looking though. Also nice looking is this Bentley. Let's get this right. I think this is an S2 or an S3, but it's by something like Mulliner or James Young or something like that. That is rather nice. It's very nice indeed. Then 2CV Specials 8586 on a C. Surprised we haven't seen too many of these so far. First one we've seen, obviously we'll go to the car club, so maybe we'll see some more there. 2001 Peugeot 306 Cabriolet by Pininfarina. One of the last of the 306s this. This one's an automatic. I imagine this will probably be the 1.8 of a 2-litre engine. Got some paint and fade going on, but I'm pleased to see it anyway. And then a Ford Orion Mark II 1.6 injection gear with pepper pot wheels, 1987 to 88. That is very nice, viewers. I've always preferred the Orions to the Escorts anyway. That is a superb car. Sort of thing I know myself, actually, that. I actually said a Mustang. We don't even reach the American car section, dear. We're probably seeing an awful lot more of these here today. So row is still coming in here, actually. Maybe we're about maybe a couple of hours into the show and they're still coming in. So we've got 996, 911 here in a very nice shade of dark green, 2002. This is the facelifted one. Just be the standard Targa. And then another MGB, this time 72, 73 on an L. And a Mark 1 Consul convertible. I don't think I've ever seen one of these. I've seen the estate version, I've not seen the convertible version of this. I think I've seen a Zephyr, but not a Consul. Obviously a very rare car. Excellent. Oh gosh, another one of these Consuls. This is a Mark II. So many of these sort of old Fords here today. It's clearly a very sort of well represented type of car in this area, which not surprising they weren't made too far away from here really. Another one of these TVRs, S3 maybe, 1993, 1994. That is rather nice, isn't it? Right, one Morris Minor action. This time I cut fixed smoke grey is the name of the colour. Advertising Charles Ware's old Morris Minor Centre that I don't think exists in that form anymore, unfortunately. 67 this one. All looks very correct. Steering wheel, everything, grille, engine. Then E46 BMW 3 Series convertible. Ooh. Dark blue with beige leather interior and wood. Definitely meets with my approval, viewers. Most certainly does. That's the 323 CI. Then NAMX5 UK specification one. Very sort of standard and modified, this one. I don't know though whether that has the original wheels on it or not. Maybe somebody tell me. Actually they look a bit late for that car. Jaguar S-Type 2003 to 4 in a nice shade of blue and a beige leather interior and wood. Of course. I do like a nice beige leather interior, viewers. Would have thought though that would have told me on the grille somewhere whether that was a V6 or not or something, but it doesn't. And we have Ford Mustang. It's a bus Mustang or something. Maybe somebody can tell me in the comment section below. I'm not sure about that. 68, 69 on a G. Yes, we will be following the road behind me in a bit. So let's wait for it to fill up. Mercedes 250C. I don't think I've ever heard of one of these. I've heard of the CE. 71, 72 on a K. I forget the model code for those now. Then the Mark II Fiesta. So look at the dash and see if we've got the high spec dash in this. We have. We've got the high spec dash in this.
Is that as wide as it does?
Go with another cub replica now. This one actually has the an age-related plate on it, so I imagine it was made in the mid-1980s, 87, 88 on an E. That one's just cooling down after a run, I think. Then another Mark I Escort 2-door. This one is a 1300E, one of the very, very last ones of these. So 74, 75 on an N. I think the Mark II came out in 75. Then I think 1950 Mercury, something like that. Another one of these Mark II Fords, Consul Zephyr Zodiacs. MGB, I think this is blaze red, this colour. 73, 74. There's the back of that console. And another one of these buggies. The only one I know of the buggies is the Myers Manx, but it might not be one. That could be something else entirely. Based on a Beetle from 69 to 70. Another bay window Volkswagen here. And a Jaguar XK120, which is a bit cooling down. That is a 1951. Superb. And then we've got a 32 Ford Coupe type thing, I think. Another MGB, of course, because you can't get enough of these, can you? At the show, all the Morris Minors. 73, 74. Mark II Triumph GT6, 1969 to 70, on an H, just before the Mark III came in. Then 87, 88, Ford Sierra RS Cosworth hatchback, which probably one of the most valuable cars here actually. R52 Mini Cooper convertible, 2004 to 2005. Next to it, 2-litre Vitesse, 1970 to 71. Ford Mondeo SG24. It's the Mark II. This one's got a personal plate on it, but I imagine that's about 1998, something like that. R129 Mercedes-Benz SL, dark blue, with a beige leather interior. Very good. That is the SL320. Mark 6 Mini, 1995-1996 on an N. Another one of these Chevy pickups, be from the early 50s perhaps. Mark I Escort 2-door again. This is a deluxe model, but I think that's been modified quite extensively from what it would have been originally. 68, 69, yeah, early one. Then something very nice. I'll have a look at the information sheet about this Bentley from the mid-30s. This is like a 4 1/4 or something. I'll read the information sheet so we don't get it all wrong. Oh no, it's a 3.5 litre. It's a 34. It's a gear lever. That's better. Right. Wow. Okay. It's got a 63 plate on it, but I don't know. This Mini looks like it's been modified, like most of them these days have been. Oh, there we go. Ah, Swift Tune built Mini Madgewig. Not heard of one of those before. TVR Timora from mid 2000s, I think these are, with the so-called Speed 6 engine, is it? Yeah, Speed 6 engine. Shame TVR don't really exist anymore, despite attempts to bring them back. That doesn't say exactly what one is. Maserati, this is a bi-turbo. So many of them look the same. Ooh, beige leather interior with wood. Very nice. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many different names for these. Lancia Delta HF Integrale. Be about 1993. Very attractive car, of course, and very rare now. Fiat 124 Spider. It's the American spec by now, 1979, 1980 on a V. Fuel tank looks a bit valuable right there. Jaguar F-Type. Sadly now deceased. This is the R model with all-wheel drive. Very nice. And we've got the Porsche Cayman. This one is 2007. What is this? Is this sale? £14,500. Call 07769 270 501. Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power channel says this could be yours. KTM 7 360S 2022. Yeah, they don't chuck you out if you come in a car that's from after 2004 at all, do they? Very, very nice. Very late Jaguar XJS. That is rather very beautiful. Dark green with beige leather interior. I wonder if it's a celebration model. Yes, yes please. We'll gladly have one of those. And then a Comma Space Van, or whatever they call them at the time. It says Perkins on it though, so possibly we can't talk about that, which better not. 1980-89 Mini. This looks like it's got later Cooper seats in it. And we've got this Mercury Colony Park Turnpike Cruiser. Wow. Be from the, what, late 50s? Extraordinary. And then a late Ford Sierra, 92-93 on a K. Production of these, I think, December 92. This will be like an Azura or something like that, won't it?
Spot on, mate. It's an Azura.
Thank you. Yeah, Azura was like a special edition to use up all the parts at the end of the Sierra's life. With rear wiper, 2005 Subaru Impreza WRX STI. I think those are the Hawkeye headlamps, but I could be wrong. Morris Oxford from the 30s, I presume. It's a big old thing, isn't it? What I like about this show is just everything is in this section, it's all mixed together. 1969 to 70, I think this is a Mark 1 Ford Escort van. But I think the engine's possibly been changed for something else in that. Next to it, 1995-1996 Ford Escort RS Cosworth. Yes, please. I wonder if we'll see any more of these today. One of the later ones because of the steering wheel. Much earlier Escort here. Mark 1 2-door RS 1600, 1970 172 on a K. Another Escort here, 4-door this time. That looks really, really, really original. It's a 1300 Super. Very sort of unmolested and unmodified, that one. Then We've got Series 2 Barino, I think they call these. 70, 879 and a T. A 1.3 A series in there. It's very nice condition, that. Mark 1 Subaru Impreza, Japanese spec one. What is this? Is this? It's a Mark 3 Mini Cooper. Actually, it's a really rare, actually. 71. Goodness me, but they don't look actually anything like the Mark 2s, do they? They look very, very different. And then we've got something that's badged as an Innocenti Mini Cooper 1300, but this is from 81, 82. So Innocenti had stopped making the original shape Mini way before that. That's just been done as a tribute, hasn't it? It looks good though. Mark 1 Austin Healey Sprite Frog Eye, about 1959, something like that. Garfield's 1982, 1983 Mini. Then Rubber P5B Coupe, 1972, 1973, and complete with beige leather interior and wood. Superb. I've driven one of these. It was interesting. The steering was about as vague as a very vague vlog. Ooh, an Austin Mash Metropolitan. Very, very nice. Not very common in this country. They did sell them over here. They're principally for export over to the United States, but they did sell some over here, as you can see. Very, very 50s looking car, isn't it? 1966 Triumph, I think TR4A probably by this stage. Complete with beige leather interior and wood. And then an Alfa Sud Series 3 Ti, 1982 to 1983. 83 was the last year for the Alfa Sud, apart from the Sprint. And most of them, when you see the Series 3s, tend to be TIs in red for some reason. Then I think this will be the Anglia, 'cause it's a 4-door side valve. Another Lancia Delta HF Integrale. Excellent. We're very blessed today, viewers, to be able to see so many of these. 1991, 1992. 1965 Ford Mustang. Toyota Corolla liftback at 1978, 79. These are really, I think Richard Hammond had one of these as his first ever car. It was something like this. These were not common at all. Actually got it right for a change. The SR5 model. 1989, thereabouts, Mini. It's been dressed up to look like a Mark 1, but it's from the 80s. This one's actually from the 90s, this one. This would be probably a late Mark 6 of 1996, something like that. From G. Kingsbury in Hampton, who supplied actually one of the cars I used to own as well. Another Mini from the same area. It's actually a Mark 7, this one, because you can tell straight away by the airbag steering wheel. Next, another Mark 7 here. 1996, sort of 7, 8 actually, yes, although that could be a personal plate, to be honest. So who knows? And this one looks like a Clubman or a 1225 GT. From sort of what, 76, 77? Beetle on sort of air ride or something like that. That is it's a very nice thing, isn't it? Peugeot 306 GTI 6. This will be from the sort of late 90s, this one. And I think that is either a phase 2 or a phase 3. Could be a phase 3. And Cadillac, I think they called these the STS this country. They did actually sell them officially, which is, to me, totally crazy. But you could actually get these in right-hand drive, and here we go, Seville or STS. And then we've got some Cortina action. Superb. Very nice Mark 5 Cortina. Looks to me like a 1.6L or something like that. Just make sure I get run over views, that'd probably be a bad idea. Yeah, 1.6L, 81 to 82. Facelifted Volvo 960. 1995 I think this would be, because I think the facelift came out in early 95, so early facelift, 1.3 litre with the straight six Volvo white block engine, which is a superb engine. Very, very nice indeed. And then I think this is a Mark II Prelude. It's of 84, 85. These are quite rare. I do like them. My friend and I just bought one of these actually. So the EX, and then Jeep Wrangler. Thank you. Then a very nice Jeep Wrangler from the 1990s. This is with a 4 litre AMC straight six, 1993, 1994. Excellent. Well, that's it for this part. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below, and we shall see you again soon for more incorrect information if I don't get run over, which I almost just did.